Yourself up.
Am I, sir?
Shut up.
I'm not a violent person.
There's your shoe.
I've got a bit of blood on me. I'm at the way. Let's get in the car, right? Let's get in the car. Because I'm already crying at you people. My name's John Kevin Cassell, right? And I'm already crying at you people. Can you fuck me up? Can you see what it's doing to me? Can you?
Quality. Go on. Sit up. Sit there like that. That's it. All right, stay there.
Did you smash the window out?
No, you did. Sit down. Sit down or you'll fall over.
Don't push me.
Just sit.
Don't fucking push me, eh?
Well, sit down.
Sit down. I haven't done that!
Record it, oi! Racism! Pass it,
Watch this! Oh, man!
CS's got sprayed.
Relax yourself.
Up and down the line of demonstrators, and on their return the second time, I didn't hear what the police officer was saying. He knew perfectly well I couldn't hear what he was saying because of the terrific row that we were making as demonstrators with all sorts of equipment, you know, hailers and so on. I eventually had my hands handcuffed from behind.
How's it feel to be a nice cop now? How's it feel to be a nice cop?
And shortly after that, my daughter accompanied me in the police van.
I saw this situation happening and instinctively ran to the aid of my father.
Recommendations along the way, but despite her success, she wasn't happy with the force when she left.
Like many police officers, I became disillusioned with the organisation itself. I saw things that the public wouldn't see, the behind-the-scenes ways that the sexism, the bullying, and I went through that and lived through that.
Every shift starts with a briefing, but it's not police business that's the first item on the agenda. Nina's discovered officers often watch DVDs while in the station at night. Her sergeant throws in this suggestion.
Got any porn stars? Because there's no women here after midnight.
It's a sexist comment, Sergeant.
There's no women here after midnight, so they watch porn for a change.
Porn and male police officers seems to go hand in hand. I don't know whether it's worse, it's certainly not better. Sexism is still very, very high. I think probably it's classed as being more acceptable now, that women who are in the police force now, you accept that the way that you're going to be spoken to or the things that are said to you, and it's acceptable banter. And the males tend to think if you don't agree with it, you shouldn't be in the job.
Despite being very close to the incident, the officers failed to respond. It's 3.5 minutes before another unit answers the call from the police control room.
I mean, this is one of the clearest examples you could see of dereliction of duty by a police officer. And astonishing that, you know, they don't know the seriousness of the offence. That woman could be being dragged down an alleyway, being raped, seriously injured. and yet he's quite prepared just to turn his back on it and drive on. And it seems an appalling piece of behaviour, not one that we expect from our police force.
It just makes my stomach churn. How can you say you are a police officer who has to look after members of the public? That is your job. That to protect life and property is a priority of a police officer. And you then laugh and boast how you drove by somebody. He actually says he looked like he was about to pass out. He might have died. He didn't care, as long as he watched his football match. That, to me, he doesn't deserve to wear a uniform and say that he's protecting life and property. Not at all.
Yeah, do you want me to go?
It used to be that you had pride in your job, and it's that's missing. I was so proud to be a police officer from the day that I joined to the day that I left. These people aren't proud to be police officers. They're doing it so that they can say, I'm a police officer, I'm cool, and that, to me, is the only reason, and he proves that.
Nina's disappointed to have uncovered poorly performed. A colleague is upset at the failure to send a scene of crime officer, known by the acronym SOCO, to visit an alleged rape victim.
I'm absolutely appalled. And she's rung you tonight?
She's ringing me every day. I've got messages. I've got messages yesterday, I've got messages today. She's ringing me today. There's a towel to be seized. They didn't even send SOCO round. SOCO wasn't sent round. It might have happened on Tuesday, but so what? There's still forensic evidence there on the settee.
SOCO still hasn't been round.
They haven't sent SOCO round, they haven't requested SOCO.
Like that when I was doing it.
Well, what are we playing at? You've been in 12 years, for fuck's sake. Things should have changed after 12 years of bloody... What are we?
Don't know.
I've just said, if I'm ever raped, then fucking hell, I'm not reporting it to the police.
I know.
I'd rather do myself in, because the help you get from these people are just ridiculous.
Things like rape, you still hear police officers saying, she asked for it, she had a short skirt on. And I thought we might have moved on, but we quite clearly haven't from that.
Are you responsible for this, officer?
I don't know which officer you're talking about.
1279. Here, this gentleman. You 1279. This one. Are you responsible for this, officer?
Sorry?
Are you responsible for supervising this officer's behaviour?
I'm not responsible for supervising behaviour. He's one of my officers, yes.
That's right. And you're responsible for his behaviour, his conduct.
How am I responsible for every individual's conduct?
Oh, yes, you are. Because you are the senior officer.
I'm supposed to control every
And it's called authority, isn't it? Well, here you are. I'm asking you to take action regarding your officer who's violently assaulted someone.
That's already been advised to me.
To stop people protesting.
Can I just ask what you're doing?
Good afternoon.
How are you? You okay?
Yes, thank you. We were.
Right, there's no need to... Why has that changed?
Well, because two policemen have come and interrupt what we were doing.
Obviously filming, yeah, but just what for? Is it anything specific?
It's the Olympic Award.
Is it? I just need to take some details from you all, really.
Do
so
we have
make
to
sure
give our details?
Well,
Under
yeah.
what section are you going to do that?
To give you details? Yeah. Well, we've got Section 44 power to search everybody and everything here.
Does he mean Section 44 of the 2000 Terrorism Act?
So I can search you and I'll take your details down after I've searched upon the phone.
We obviously warrant that.
What? Are you in the space for the Section 44?
So he is going to use the Terrorism Act?
We're in
Power.
the field, we're in the middle of a field.
Yes, you're in direct view of the base.
Oh, I've got my back to it, officer. I'm not
That's
looking
not
at
the
it.
point, you're in direct view of the base, it's quite easy to turn around and look at, it's there in front of you.
I do that. I know,
Right.
They're
I've given you the reason, I'm not going to get into a discussion about it. It's up to you. Would you like to give me your details or not?
What do you want to know?
Your name, your address and your date of birth.
Do we have amnesia?
Just take your details down.
See what I mean? We didn't give our names. And that's what most people think, they have to conform with it. And yet they have to have a reason for asking us.
Why are you standing up for a ridiculous law that is repressive?
Well,
Somebody pays me to stand up for ridiculous laws.
But that's where the problems start.
Well, it does.
Now here's a policeman that you all know well, with Sergeant Walker and Inspector Bell. They're always out, watching out, walking, cycling or driving a car. He'll be there, maybe Slipper as well. You might need him one day in the early hours when the day is dawning and most folk are asleep. There's a figure riding through the misty morning, bringing safety to our streets. It's PC Pinkerton.